Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Winter is truly here in Canada, so I wanted to take the time to share with you guys my cozy evening pamper routine just to make myself feel a little bit better about the season. So I hope you guys enjoy.
Always falling, all the windows in the rain is pouring.
So the very last thing I do with my day every day is take Georgie for a walk right before it gets dark. It's literally the last thing I do because I know I'm not going to be leaving the house after. It's so cold outside, so I know I can just come home and warm up. When we get home, it's quite the process. We've got to take off Georgie's little booties from the snow and also his little snow jacket. And then I've also got to take off my hat and coat.
I can promise Santa's coming to visit.
And then the very first thing we do is head to the kitchen to give Georgie a treat for being such a good boy and dealing with the cold. He's going to be having a greenie. It's one of his dental treats and he goes wild for these.
Sunset is just getting better on a blanket with.
And then it is time to light the tree. I love doing this. I feel like it really sets the tone for the evening and I just love the warm light it gives our living area. Every day around this time, I also like to make myself a cup of good old English breakfast tea. Unfortunately, my kettle broke, so I'm having to boil water old school, and I have a half teaspoon of sugar, a little bit of milk, and then I take my tea, you guys, and I go sit down in the living room and have a good old mindless scroll for about 10 to 15 minutes. I got addicted to TikTok so late in the game, you guys. I don't know, is it so millennial of me since I'm 31, but I am obsessed with just watching these funny TikToks. Georgie was snuggling with me today. He doesn't usually choose to do this. I don't know if he knew the camera was on, but I was here for it. After that little decompress, it's time to head upstairs. I'm going to have a little pamper of myself. I sometimes like to do this, especially if it's really cold out. So I'm starting out by having a hot shower. Yes, I have my shower on the absolute hottest setting. And today I'm going to pamper myself a little extra with my favorite 3-step Cocoa and Eve Glow Figure system. You guys, I love this range. It's all natural ingredients, vegan and cruelty free, and also paraben free. And it's what I actually use for wedding prep as well to get the most glowing and healthy looking skin. I start out with step 1, which is the barley buffing sugar, and this one is amazing. It's an amazing exfoliating scrub. So I take a nice healthy chunk with the mitt and start rubbing this all over my body in circular motions. This is great for boosting your circulation, but it also exfoliates your skin and leaves it so glowy and so soft. This was literally my secret weapon before the wedding because my dress was exposing my back and my arms, and I really needed that glow. Especially right now in winter, my skin is so dry. I'm looking for anything to instantly bring the life back to it, and this just does that. So after I scrub that all over my body, I rinse it off, and you literally instantly feel results. I'm then following up with the Bounce Body Mask, and this gets its name because aptly it's very jiggly and bouncy, and this is filled with antioxidants and enzymes that really, again, help boost your natural glow, but also firm and tone your skin. So I start on my décolleté. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but obviously as you get older, you guys, I'm not super old, but prevention is better than cure. I don't want any of that getting saggy or loose ever. I also like to apply this to my stomach because it's an area I obviously hold fat, and my underarms because that is also a notorious area right there that holds fat and jiggles. And I also apply this to my booty and my thighs as well because while I don't have an issue there, I definitely don't want to, and I want to keep everything nice and tight. So then we wait about 10 to 15 minutes, and then you're going to rinse this off, and let me tell you guys, your skin is going to be so ridiculously soft right after, you're going to die. And then I just follow up with the most luxurious, indulgent body moisture whip. You can see how thick and rich this cream is. It's amazing, and it really sinks into the skin. It's perfect for winter when my skin is so dry and gives me that glow and just makes me feel so hydrated and moisturized. If you guys would like to try out the Glow Figure range for yourself, make sure you guys check the link in the description bar and use my code AMYN to save yourself a little bit of money. Now that we've pampered ourselves, it's time to head to the closet to choose our comfy outfit. You guys, I live in comfies in the home, and today I've chosen a nice fuzzy sweater from Express, some white leggings from Zara, and then some cabin socks to complete the outfit for ultimate cozy vibes.
I'm on my way.
You guys, Georgie just loves to look out this large window with me. He feels like everything back there is his zone like Simba. And if you guys haven't got cabin socks, you really need to. My feet are so cold in the winter, and I swear by these to keep me nice and cozy. And then we're coming back downstairs. Before I make dinner for ourselves, I like to get Georgie's supper on the go. He's having a quarter cup of kibble and his homemade chicken and veggie dog food, which I am going to have a video for you guys on soon. And you guys can see how excited he gets to eat. And then it's time to start on dinner for Justin and I. Today I'm making egg roll in a bowl, and here are the ingredients that you're going to need. Some fresh garlic, fresh ginger, soy sauce, rice vinegar, sesame oil, sriracha, and your protein of choice. I'm using lean ground pork. I start with a whole head of garlic. I believe this is 12 cloves, and I separated this into 3 sections, a large section which we're going to use in our sauce, and then 2 smaller sections for our rice and meat. And I did the exact same thing with our fresh ginger, which you can see. I separated the larger portion over there to go into our sauce, and then 2 other tiny sections. I'm also dicing up a whole yellow onion before we get started on our sauce, which is the star of the show. Now, I started making this in one batch, but then I doubled the sauce measurements, so please check the description bar. I put soy sauce, rice vinegar, sesame oil. I know I'm also using a half teaspoon of sugar because I don't like things to be too sweet, and then a 3/4 teaspoon of sriracha because Justin doesn't like too much spice, but I like it to have a little kick. And then our garlic and ginger goes right in that before we give it a little whisk and set it aside for later. Then it's an exciting time of day for me because my husband came home. Georgie is so excited to see him, and I'm so excited to see him because he leaves super early and gets home late, so I don't see him all day. And now we're getting started on our rice. So I take a tablespoon of olive oil and put in a little bit of fresh garlic and ginger over medium heat and let that cook until it's aromatic and you can smell it. I then add our rice directly to that. I'm using 1 1/4 cup of rice. I also add the water, and then I just steam the rice until it's cooked. And then it's time to work on our meat. So over medium heat, you just want to add a half tablespoon of olive oil and your protein of choice. Like I mentioned, I'm using ground pork and just breaking that up. Once it's pretty much cooked through, I'm going to add our onion and also a little bit of garlic that we reserved back. You don't have to do this, but I just find cooking the meat with the onions and the garlic really adds more than just adding the garlic only to the sauce. And once your meat is fully cooked through, it's time to go ahead and add that sauce that you made earlier and stir everything around to coat it. I love this meal because it really comes together in 20 minutes or less. It's super quick and super flavorsome. It's like you've put in a lot of effort. Then you're going to add a whole bag of coleslaw. You just want to make sure this has cabbage and matchstick carrots, in there. And I'm using 340 grams of that and just tossing everything together with tongs. And you're pretty much done. You're going to let this cook for 5 minutes together until your veggies are tender crisp. And then I just add in some green onions, toss that about before taking it off the heat. And you are done with your meat. Super, super easy. When our rice is steamed, there will be no water left, and I just like to fluff it up with a fork to mix around the ginger and garlic. If you guys haven't made your rice this way, it's truly life-changing. And I just go ahead and serve that up. I take a little bit of rice for myself. You really don't need rice with this dish because I had it the next day and I didn't have any rice with it, and it makes it super low carb. But with rice, it just takes it over the top. And I like to garnish with some hoisin sauce and some extra spring onions. And you guys, this meal, mwah, bellissima.
Feeling free, thinking about what's happened to me from just.
Dinner is one of my favorite times of the day because Justin and I always like to sit down and have dinner together and download on our day. After supper, the first thing I have to do is clean up. I'm actually also a big fan of cleaning while I cook. So you can see I don't have much cleaning to do, but I make sure the sides are wiped because I just can't sit down and relax when things are messy. And now it's one of my favorite times of the evening. I love to get cozy and light a candle. You guys, I'm kind of Bath and Body Works obsessed. Today I decided to go for tree farm. We had just recently put up our tree and I wanted to give it that nice, tree scent. We have a fake tree, so I like to bring the tree scent into the house with candles.
For us, we're falling in love.
And now that the house is clean and the ambience is set, we like to go sit down on the couch and relax. We're actually watching Money Heist the last few episodes, so I'm putting on that. And that is it for our cozy winter evening routine. I hope you guys love this video. Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.